Are you a fan of Cobra Kai? Do you have some worries? Then this is for you. Lately, it has emerged that fans who were concerned that the dramatic conclusion to Season 5 of Cobra Kai might have been the closing chapter of the Karate Kid narrative will be pleased to hear that there is a real potential for growth in the style of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Keep watching to get more information on this. So how did the teasing start? In an exchange with Perri Nemiroff of Collider for his newly published book Waxing On, The Karate Kid and Me, Ralph Macchio, who plays Danny LaRusso, spoke about the franchise's future, implying that we are not close to bidding farewell to Cobra Kai and The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid, starring Ralph Macchio as Danny, was released in 1984 and quickly became a cult classic. It spawned 3 sequels before the movie was rebooted in 2010. Later, in 2018, Cobra Kai was released, introducing fans to a new spinoff they never knew they wanted. The series follows the long-standing rivalry between Danny and Johnny Lawrence, William Zabka, who ultimately become unexpected allies over the course of 5 seasons. With this success, it begs the question of whether there are more stories to be told in the same universe. According to Macchio, the answer is likely to be a resounding yes. So, what are the top 10 best Cobra Kai episodes? As we all know and appreciate, Cobra Kai has experienced great success due to its many facets. Usually, the audiences feel connected to their childhood memories thanks to the return of characters from the first Karate Kid film, while enthralled by the development of both existing and new characters. Moreover, viewers are captivated by the adrenaline-pumping action scenes. So here are the top 10 of the best Cobra Kai episodes. Number 1 is December 19, a split between a party and a battle. The Season 3 finale, December 19, features Daniel and Johnny reconciling their differences at a Christmas celebration with their former love interest, Allie Mills, Elizabeth Shue. Meanwhile, the students of both Johnny and Daniel's dojos find themselves in an alliance at the LaRusso house when the corrupted Cobra Kai targets them. The 2 storylines are equally enjoyable. Shue's lively performance and her character's perspectives of Johnny and Daniel's past and present give a new angle to their feud. The action sequences are thrilling and quite intimidating. The stories ultimately bring the pupils and their senseis together in a poignant conclusion to a trying season. The second best is Extreme Measures, which mark the end of a long-standing feud. Throughout Season 5, Daniel's strained relationship with Silver causes his marriage to crumble and his family to move away. In the 5th episode, Extreme Measures, Daniel's despair drives him to attempt to provoke his old rival Johnny into reigniting their long-standing feud by insulting him. In past seasons, such an insult would have been sure to spark an altercation. Yet this time, Johnny was composed when responding to Daniel's outbursts, enabling them to lay their hostilities to rest. In the same spirit, Johnny then decided to end Robbie and Miguel's seemingly never-ending mutual animosity by arranging a no-rules fight. The third one is Let's Begin, which did Terry Silver's return justice. The finale of Season 3 of Cobra Kai showed the evil originator, John Kreese, Martin Kove, calling Terry Silver, Thomas Ian Griffith of Karate Kid 3 to help out. The opening scene of Season 4, Let's Begin, marked Silver's comeback to the franchise. Before the episode, viewers were anxious about Griffith's retirement from acting, whether he would be back, and if the show could manage Silver's cartoonish attitude in the movie. However, the show clarified how Silver had been attempting to leave his dark past behind for 3 decades, and did its utmost to explain his overly dramatic attitude in the film in a realistic way. But when he eventually returns to his devious nature, he's a more fascinating, complex, and human villain. Number 4 is Counterbalance, which shows the fruits of Miguel's training. In the beginning, Johnny established the Cobra Kai dojo to help Miguel fight a gang of bullies. In Season 1's 5th installment, Counterbalance, Miguel's hard work ultimately paid off. He took a stand and used the techniques taught at Cobra Kai to assist someone else in a fight with his bullies. The episode's central fight was captivating and highlighted Miguel as one of the show's foremost combatants, but it also made him more relatable. Cobra Kai's strategy is aggressive, not defensive, and Johnny has a limited role in teaching ethics. Nevertheless, Miguel displayed that karate is just a means, and his commitment and compassion make him genuine. At number 5 is Fire and Ice, which strengthened Johnny and Miguel's bond. Before this installment, Miguel Diaz, Zola Maridueña, Johnny's premier student, discovered that his contender in the upcoming tournament, Robbie Keane, Tanner Buchanan, is Johnny's son. In Fire and Ice, he brought up this fact to Johnny. At the start of the season, Miguel was perplexed when Johnny reprimanded him for playing unfairly against Robbie. However, in this episode, Johnny frankly expresses his past with Robbie. Johnny admits his mistakes and tells Miguel that he has let Robbie down too often. Miguel realizes that Johnny is exposing himself in a very sensitive situation, understanding his mentor's imperfections and perceiving that Johnny is striving to be better with him. By the episode's conclusion, their father-son relationship has developed develop beyond the dojo, leaving watchers eager to see more. The sixth is The Right Path, which lets Kumiko bring Mr. Miyagi's spirit to the series. In the fourth episode of Season 3, Daniel visits Okinawa to finalize a business agreement to save his dealership. He is confronted with a lot of stress, so he stops at his mentor, Mr. Miyagi's hometown, to relax and meet his former flame from Karate Kid 2, Kumiko, Tamlin Tomita. Even though fans were already aware of Kumiko's return thanks to promotional material, the episode still managed to astound viewers. Macchio and Tomita had the same captivating connection as they did in the movie. Tomita made Kumiko's kindness and happiness seem genuine, even in her adulthood. Even though Pat Morita passed away quite a few years ago, the touching finale, in which she reads Miyagi's letters to Daniel, brought the late actor's spirit to life. At number 7, Kicks Get Chicks steps up Tori's character. In the 6th episode of Season 4, Tori Nichols, Peyton List, the central female character of Cobra Kai, is faced with a harsh situation. She must obtain custody of her and her brother's guardianship from her evil aunt. Since Tori is a criminal and has left high school, she knows her chances of getting custody are slim. Despite her reluctance, she musters up the courage to ask the LaRusso family for help. Tori and the LaRussos have not had the most amicable relationship, often resulting in quarrels with their daughter Sam, Mary Mouser. Nonetheless, in light of her dire circumstances at home, she is willing to ask for help from her former foes, demonstrating her evolution as a character. The 8th best episode is Chozen Toguchi stealing the show in every scene of Bad Eggs. In the 7th episode of Season 5, titled Bad Eggs, Johnny and Daniel are off on a karate mission, leaving their former adversary, Chozen Toguchi, Yuji Okumoto, to take their place in teaching the students. He gives the students an assignment to stop him from smashing the eggs he gave them at the start of class. While the moral of the story was not hard to understand, the viewers were still engaged due to Chozen's amusing behavior. Okumoto's delivery of Chozen's lines and his physical movements in this particular episode effectively displayed the character's comical nature. At number 9 is Survivors, giving Cobra Kai's adults some long overdue fun. The 5th season's second-to-last episode, Survivors, focuses on a long-awaited celebration when the adults in the show discover that Johnny's companion Carmen, Vanessa Rubio, is expecting. As they involve themselves in the noise and merriment of a nightclub, they take a trip down memory lane and talk excitedly about the future. At the club, the adults take a break from 5 seasons of intense karate action, and the actors get to show their talents as people. They get on wonderfully, and their characters and performances have become increasingly compatible over the course of several seasons. This allows them to look back on past mistakes with a sense of love and joy. And the last on our list is All Valley, which displays Johnny Lawrence's passion for karate. In the initial installment, All Valley, we see Sensei Johnny Lawrence, William Zabka, wanting to take the Cobra Kai dojo to the local contest. When he finds out that the dojo has been banned for life, he has to approach the tournament board, of which his old adversary Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio, is a part. Johnny utilizes Daniel's grievances about his past to demonstrate how he is altered. The audience has been viewing Johnny develop all through the season, and his battles with his imperfections and wrongdoings at long last pay off. Johnny demonstrates that he is aware of who he is and is becoming more respectable. It is more significant than any point he could have earned in a karate tournament. Anyway, guys, we would love to hear your thoughts on the teasing of Ralph Macchio on MCU. Also, feel free to share your thoughts on our top 10 best Cobra Kai episodes collection down in the comments. And lastly, remember to subscribe and like our content for more videos like this. Cheers, and see you next time.